For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Welcome to another edition of the Focus program. Glad to have you along. We've got some very interesting guests, as we always try to do each and every week. No different this week. We're going to hear about Habitat for Humanity, some things that are going on at the River Walk up in Port Huron. St. Clair, Friends of the St. Clair River are going to be along. And then finally, Melissa Blanchard from the Maritime Days, which doesn't come up until the end of July, early August, but she's got some important information to talk to us about too. But let's begin with a friend by the name of Ernest Worth. Welcome back to the Focus Show, my friend.
Always my pleasure, Paul.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
You are a very, very busy, active person. You're the new executive director of both Sand Lac and St. Clair County's Habitat for Humanity.
That is correct.
Busy guy.
Cover a large area. We do.
Really.
We do.
How many homes, how many people would you serve in an annual year kind of thing? Round figure.
It fluctuates in our home program itself, in building or in rehabs, anywhere from 3 to 5.
Okay.
And our repair programs can go anywhere from 20 to 25.
Wow. So the repair program is really a big deal now, too.
It's really taken off, exploded in a good way. So
what is a repair program involved?
That program is our Brush with Kindness program and works in conjunction with Thrivent Builds and Repair program, and our roof repair program and our critical home repair program. The Brush with Kindness program is the exterior of the home. The critical home repair can go inside the home, and obviously the roof repair speaks for itself.
How do people qualify? What are the requirements?
You can go right to our website, of course, which is www.bwhabitat.org. And it does require a certain level of income,
okay,
which ranges, and it's much better to look at those to discern if you fall in those or not. Just basically whether or not it meets the needs of our requirements, whether it's painting situation, fixing a porch, gutters or something if it's an exterior type thing. And then, of course, critical home repair is a completely different ballgame, but it still falls into the same financial guidelines. And we are a hand up, not a handout, so that there is...
I like that one. Hands up, not hand
right.
out.
We're an organization that believes that what you do will pay it forward for others as well. So there is a commitment to sweat equity, meaning volunteering for us, and there is a financial commitment. It is very small in comparison to what you would do for a normal loan, so to speak. So.
Okay. So that's one whole area that you guys do in both counties. But you're coming right to St. Clair, just down the street from our studios here.
That is correct.
On Orchard Street between 5th and 6th. You're going to build a house.
We are. 506 Orchard.
506 Orchard. Okay.
Yes. And right now, the property actually has already had a little bit of groundbreaking happen to it. One, taking down the former house that was there.
And it had been donated to you.
It had. And we are putting a family in there that has already went through the entire process of being prepped. Most of that process for a new home or a rehabbed home takes anywhere from 12 to 24 months because you have to go through educational classes, you have to do down payment assistance and those type of programs that are available, but we guide them through so that when they have the home mortgaged with us, they know what they're doing. They're feeling comfortable. I wish, Paul, that somebody had done that for me.
Yeah, I was just thinking that as you were describing that, every young couple should go through a 12-month program.
Exactly. We have a very unique program that works for that. But back to the Orchard, Liza Hall is the family. She has 3 beautiful children, and Bill Karras is our site supervisor for this particular project, which has been wonderful because he's engaged an immense amount of contractors in the area to assist with this building.
Bill is just a dynamic guy from day one.
Great man.
Got a little company called Karras Plumbing, Karras Contracting, and he and his son are now in it. And he's been so involved in St. Mary's Catholic Church and St. Clair Little League and now he's with you. It's just marvelous.
And just so you know, on that piece of it too, he may be being our site supervisor for that build, but he also sits on our board of directors.
Oh, he does?
And has for a number of years, and works very intricately with the organization. So he does above and beyond just doing what he's doing with this building.
Wonderful,
oh, yes,
wonderful heart.
Incredible man.
So Bill's going to, and I think you've told me already, he's already contacted numbers of local contractors who are going to devote time and effort.
They are, and what happens when we do that is then we have a volunteer base, because they're going to volunteer their actual labor that works with them anyways, so they will become our volunteers as well to meet that needs. But we will have regular volunteer days available too. So let's say if you want to go, Paul,
okay.
All the Saturdays starting in April through May,
okay,
will be basically available. Those will be on our website as well.
Okay.
You can sign up through our website, or you can call us directly at Habitat.
Jared's going to throw the website up there so people can get familiar with it.
Thank you. Thank you.
And but they're right on your website. They'll see where they can volunteer.
They will. And this is like the beginning of our build season, so we will have houses right after that. And Mr. Karras, Bill, is challenging the other communities as we go into those sittings, Port Huron Township, City of Port Huron, to do the same thing that he's doing with the contractors from their area to say, please come out, build with Habitat, donate with Habitat, and volunteer with Habitat.
What a great... I had an opportunity to talk to Bill a few days ago, and he said, we all had a difficult time during the turn down in the economy, 2007, 2008. But now all the contractors are fairly well busy, and he said, Paul, it's time to give back, which I thought was great.
Yes, and that is exactly who he is, and he completely gets our mission and how we're driven, and he gets the whole concept about giving back.
Right.
If we're doing good right now, then it's a great idea to do that for our community so it strengthens everyone.
Okay. So you've got lots of things coming up. This is the 25th anniversary year?
It is. We really kicked it off in the fall of 2015 because though our inception was in 1990, our first mortgage wasn't until April of the following year. So we have been overlapping from fall through spring so that we could celebrate our 25th during both fiscal years. And we are having a very historic event, which is bringing people all around the country back to help us with our 25th celebration.
Oh, wonderful.
Including founding fathers and individuals that have stories tied to us, families that are tied to us. And that is on April 26th at Alexander's.
Oh, great place.
In Marysville.
Great place.
Yes. We're expecting over 300 guests.
Wonderful.
I'm hoping you'll be there with your lovely wife.
Where do we get tickets and how much are they?
Again, you can go directly to our website and they will direct you. You can call 810-985-9080 and Christine will be happy to help you as well.
Okay. But it's the 26th
of April.
It's a Tuesday.
It is.
The 26th of April at 6 o'clock at Alexander's. So
correct.
You never get a bad meal at Alexander's.
No. And the program, I can assure you, will be inspirational, it will be moving, and it will be moving us forward.
Great.
So.
Well, now let's go back to the one here in town. If they want to participate and be one of the volunteers on a Saturday, and the Saturdays again, we're in what month? April?
In April and in May.
In May?
Yes.
And that house will be done.
Yes.
Wow, that's quick.
Bill Karras has put together we're getting in, we're going to do this. Not that we haven't done that style before. It usually takes us a little longer if we don't have that skilled labor present. Normally, a skilled laborer will be assisting us and teaching volunteers, so it takes a little longer time, and both ways are A-okay by us.
As long as we get the house done.
That's right, and the family served and into affordable, decent housing. Okay. So,
have we missed anything?
I really don't think so. Other than I do want to mention that we did move our restore.
Oh yes, let's talk about that.
About
that's beautiful.
A year and a half ago, and if you have not been there, it's something that you really need to do. It's about a 20,000 square foot retail space, 35,000 square feet overall. Our administrative offices are there now, and we have a wonderful situation that allows people to shop there and to donate there, and we have a beautiful facility. They're calling us, amongst all the other affiliates and restores in the Michigan, that we're the LA of restores.
I like it.
I do too.
I like it.
That
the
doesn't surprise you at all.
LA of
Restores, yes. We're very LA. I did not give us that title, by the way. Somebody else did.
You should put that on the sign out in front. And that's the old Farmer Jack location, just at Holland Avenue?
Yes, we're in Holland and Pine Grove. If you know where Arby's is,
Right.
if you know where
Right
Cutting
behind
Edge
Arby's.
Gym, right there. And if you remember Farmer Jack's, then you know exactly where
I'm
we're at.
so young that I remember Robert Hall.
Well, so do I. So do I, my friend.
Ernest Worth, always a pleasure to see you.
Mine too.
And the community thanks you for all the work that you do. You really do a great job to help so many people, and now in two counties. So.
And I'm blessed to get to do it. Thank you.
Thank you. Lots of things are happening along the St. Clair River, and we're going to find out more about an event that's coming up in the St. Clair River along the River Walk in just a second. Okay. Welcome back to the Focus program. Focus appears in Marine City, St. Clair each Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Also on Channel 12 throughout northern Macomb and all of St. Clair County on different days on Channel 12. So check us out there. Joining us now from the aforementioned Port Huron is Kristen Lyons. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the Focus Set. Nice to see you. You work with a mutual friend of ours who's a dynamic person for St. Clair County too.
Yes.
Sherry Faust.
Yes, she's my boss.
And she's involved with the health department for River Day and all those kind of things. But
that's right.
you two are together with the Friends of the St. Clair River. What's the group? Well, tell me about the group.
So what we're doing is we're connecting our community to our water resources with fun, educational, and stewardship activities.
Okay. Is there a group, an actual organization called, I mean, you have meetings and everything else for the
Sure,
Friends?
we're a 501c3 nonprofit.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long has it been around?
Since 2007.
Okay. And you have numbers of events throughout the year.
Oh, sure. We actually have 2 events coming up next week.
Okay.
But we have numerous events throughout the year.
Well, let's start with the first one, which is involving butterflies. And the only time I think of butterflies is when you go to like butterfly houses in Key West and places like that where there's millions of butterflies. Do we have a lot of butterflies in the Blue Water area?
Sure. Well, in Michigan, there's over 150 species of butterflies.
Really?
That's right. I'm just learning to identify them all. I think I can identify about 12 now.
Well, you got a little bit of work ahead.
I've got a little bit of work to do, yeah.
Well, what is happening with your group next week?
So next week, Wednesday evening, we've invited Ashley Wick, who's the Biological Research Director at Kalamazoo Nature Center, to come talk to our group about butterflies.
Wow.
And she's got a citizen science program where ordinary citizens like myself can go out and count butterflies and report back. And she's compiling that data, and over the next several years, we'll be able to look at that data and see if the numbers are increasing, the diversity is increasing, or not.
Where do you find butterflies? I will see 1 or 2 in my yard.
Well, my butterfly monitoring route is on the Blue Water River Walk, but there are butterflies all over the Blue Water area. But there's a different set depending on the habitat that you're looking at.
And how long does a butterfly live?
Most of them live just a few weeks.
A few weeks? So
Yeah, their life cycle will start.
Is there
in
a certain
just
time
few
of
weeks.
year that they are alive and flying?
Well, there are different species over winter. Some are eggs, some are pupa, some actually migrate, like the monarch.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they're pretty much 12 months a year they're around the Blue Water area?
Well, not the cold weather, right? Not the cold weather.
Well, they're like some of our snowbirds.
They're kind of like, they're more like snowbirds, snow butterflies.
Well, tell me about this meeting coming up Wednesday, March 23rd at 6 o'clock. Where's it going to be?
6 p.m. So it's at the St. Clair County Administration Building in the auditorium. So you go in the far northeast corner of the building to get in.
Okay, and is there admission charge?
No, this is free.
Okay.
So this starts at 6 p.m.
And how long do you think it'll go, an hour?
Oh, 45 minutes.
45 minutes?
Yeah, and
Well-
Ashley's going to bring mounted specimens of butterflies and the equipment that she uses to do monitoring. So
I think we got a
very
couple
interesting.
pictures of butterflies there. If Jared will throw the picture up for us. There it is. Okay, now talk to me about that butterfly there.
So that's a common buckeye.
Common buckeye.
A common
Is
buckeye.
that from Ohio?
Well, it's a Michigan native
It's
too.
a Michigan native,
Yeah.
all right.
Yep. And Ashley can tell you a lot more about it.
Okay. And
Obviously
this
only
is
know
when
12 species.
The next picture is when people are actually
Yes,
going
so
out.
that's an example of Ashley leading a group of citizen scientists to go out and count butterflies
Okay.
and identify.
But you're not going to do that this coming Wednesday.
Well, there's just not enough butterflies for us to do that this coming
That's
Wednesday, but Ashley's coming back in May
In
to
May.
do just that.
Okay. All right, so that's the first project that's coming up, and that's next week.
That's right.
Then immediately after that, on Saturday, is a big one. It's the Friends of the St. Clair Library Easter egg hunt and spring cleanup, right?
That's right. Friends of the St. Clair River Egg Hunt and Blue
Well, I
Water
said
River
library, but
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Different group.
right.
But yeah, Friends of the St. Clair River Cleanup and Egg Hunt. And so what'll happen is that we're inviting families to show up at about 10 a.m. to start looking for eggs. And once they're done finding eggs, then they'll help us with spring cleanup.
Okay. You brought along some things. Well, we got a video we're going to show. Where I think we'll hold that for a minute or two.
Okay.
You brought. So what are you going to? What's involved in this cleanup?
So if you have trash grabber tools such as this,
Okay.
bring them with you. Makes the cleanup a little bit easier.
Oh, yeah, these work.
There you
These
go.
work
Yeah,
great.
yeah. They even work for cigarette butts.
Cigarette. Right.
Yep,
Right.
they even work for that. Yep, and then remember work gloves. We have extras if anybody forgets their work gloves.
Okay.
And then the people that are volunteers will all be wearing these neon vests.
Wow.
So you can spot the people that know what they're doing
Maybe.
with
They
the
know what
neon
they're
vests.
doing.
Yep.
All right. But that'll be the cleanup part.
That'll be the cleanup
What
part.
about? Should I bring children? What's the age?
Oh, bring children, absolutely. I would say children that are toddlers on up to, even teenagers might have fun picking up eggs or trash.
Okay.
Yep.
And then over in the basket here, you've
So
got.
in the basket, I just have some examples of the kind of eggs that you'll be looking for. And anybody that's picking up eggs is going to find that they're full of nature-themed treasures rather than candy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what would be inside a nature tree?
Well, so we have erasers shaped like bugs and, things like that.
Okay.
Little
Great.
rubber spiders.
All right. Very good. We brought along a little video
Great.
that Jared's got queued up, and it involves the river walk. And if people have not been up there to see it from this end of the county, they should really take some time now that the weather's breaking and go on up. So
Right.
Jared will run that video, then we'll come back and talk some more.
Okay.
Ask him about the audio.
For hundreds of years, the mighty St. Clair River has served the needs of mankind. Since the earliest native peoples discovered her natural beauty and abundant resources, the river and its shorelines have carried the burden of our growth and prosperity. Along the upper St. Clair River, on the south side of Port Huron, Michigan, an almost 1 mile long stretch of river had become abused, neglected, and forgotten. But then, something amazing happened. In 2010, the Community Foundation of St. Clair County launched an incredible collaboration of the public, private, and non-profit sectors and began a 4-year, multi-million-dollar effort to restore the majestic beauty of the St. Clair River shoreline. Now, the upper stretches of the mighty river have been reborn. Over 4,000 linear feet of shoreline and shallow water habitat has been restored. Innovative offshore reefs have recreated lost shallow water areas. And the near future will see the restoration of almost 3 acres of new wetlands and the creation of a new county wetlands park. With significant support from NOAA and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service through the Great Lakes Restoration Initiative, the Community Foundation of St. Clair County was able to rally the public, private, and philanthropic sectors into a $6 million investment in their future, the future of Michigan's blue economy. Blue Water Riverwalk, a project of the Community Foundation of St. Clair County, stclairfoundation.org.
And we are back. That is quite a video. That's beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
Eighth Day Media up in Port Huron produced that. They did a great job for you.
They did.
Let's review what's going on. You've got a butterfly lecture coming up.
That's
It's
right.
coming Wednesday the 23rd at the county offices. Talk to me about that again.
Yep. So at the St. Clair County Administration Building in the auditorium, 6 p.m. Wednesday, March 23rd.
Okay.
And that'll be Ashley Wick from Michigan Butterfly Network talking about her citizen science program and about butterflies.
Okay. And then the following Saturday, everybody can come to this wonderful river walk that we just saw and get working and clean it up
That's
some
right.
from the winter.
Right, and we're going to have some fun picking up Easter eggs too.
Okay.
Yep.
We've got a couple more pictures, still pictures there from last year's cleanup. And if Jared will throw those up, we'll talk about those too. Okay, right here we got the crew getting ready to
That's right.
to walk through.
Yeah,
And
so
then
that's where we meet at 10 a.m. is under that arch.
you meet at that arch at 10 a.m. this coming Saturday when this show airs. And then the next picture is what happens when you fill the bag. You get a big smile on your face.
That's one of our volunteers, and that's his favorite job is to help us pick up trash.
Well, you do a great job, Kristen.
Thank
and
you.
I want to thank you for coming down. You did a nice job. And
Thank
we
you.
welcome you to the Focus Set. We'll keep your phone number handy, and we'll have you back again. So.
Great.
Coming up next is an update with Melissa Blanchard, and she is, of course, the head of the Maritime Days. And you say, why are we going to talk about Maritime Days? It's only March. Well, we'll find out when we come back. We're in the middle of March, and the Ides of March is over with, and we've got Melissa Blanchard here to talk about a project that's coming up in August, right?
Yes.
August 7th.
5th, 6th, and 7th.
5th, 6th, and 7th, and it's called Maritime Days. Melissa Blanchard is back.
Thank you for inviting
See us
us
again.
back.
Yeah, I said to you, before we got on the air here, it's a little early. You said, no, it isn't. I got to have everything done by April 15th.
Yes.
Talk to me. What's happening?
Well, before the summer, we want to have everything in place so we can start advertising the festival so people know to plan their summer vacations, their
Yeah.
family reunions.
Okay.
And in some of the events, they need time to prep for them. The soapbox, no, it's
Nope.
not the soapbox derby this year. It is the International Kinetic Energy Race.
Wait a minute. It used to just be a plain old soapbox derby. Now it's the International
Kinetic Energy Race.
Energy Race.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, we decided that we should seek a different name. There may have been it may have been taken.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
we thought it'd be best to incorporate some fun, some education in that
Yeah.
as well. So, yes.
Well, that's great.
Yes, and so we are bringing that back this year. Friday night will be the adult race, and Saturday will be the children's
Oh,
race.
there's an adult race too.
Yes. The adults, I think they pay $25 to participate, and that will hopefully help fund next year's race. And then the children race for free.
Great.
So, but they need some time to start building those cars. We encourage
You brought along some pictures, and if Jared will throw those up, we'll talk about them here. And it does show some of the race. Okay, here are those cars are pretty big. Do the participants have to build their own car?
Yes, they do.
They do?
Yes. Or there's kits that you can purchase, but we do encourage people to reuse, recycle, repurpose items. You can see some of the cars are more of kit cars. They're more of the standard professional types racing. We have many cars that are home built. We work with the Home Built Racing Association in Ontario, Canada.
There are so many
I know.
little niches of people that do things that are so wonderful.
Yes, it's that's why that's a community event.
Yeah.
And we're trying to pull everybody in for all ages, all interests, to make sure that our businesses and our organizations and everybody gets an opportunity to shine, to utilize the infrastructure that we have,
yeah,
and to have fun, to make memories.
We got another picture of the track, I think, too. There, no, that's the parade. Okay, keep going there. There we go. There's the track. So it is really way up in the air there.
It's 10 feet, I
10
believe.
feet or 10 feet
10
in the
or
air?
15 feet.
Wow.
They cruise. My husband actually raced, and he said I wouldn't do it. He said that he went much faster than he ever anticipated.
Oh, look at them coming down, yeah.
They assure me it's safe, and there's plenty of safety precautions, and everybody that came out last year just had a really great time.
Are these children or are these adults?
These two are the adults. Unfortunately, our photographer had another engagement on Saturday, so she was only there Friday and Sunday. So
Okay.
most of our pictures are from our events on Friday and Sunday.
So as an adult, I can borrow somebody's unit, or do I have to build my own?
You should build your own as an adult, and then find a child, a niece, nephew, grandchildren, friend, and encourage them to ride on Saturday.
Oh, the adults are not going to ride.
The adults
No.
ride Friday.
On Friday,
Yep.
okay.
But then you can use your car on Saturday for
Oh,
somebody
okay,
else.
okay.
So,
All right, well, that's fun.
yes.
All right, so we got that started. Keep going.
So we're just excited to be bringing that back, as well as our Ribs on the River barbecue competition. Those were our two new events last year, and they both went off without a hitch. We had a lot of great feedback, and so we're happy to say that those are both coming back this year.
Good.
We do have a new event that we're going to be introducing this year, and it will take place during the adult kinetic energy racing, and it will be a children's demolition derby. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the children's
No,
demolition.
not a children's. Tell me about it.
You take a battery-powered 12-volt batteried car, and you put a balloon on the front and a balloon on the back, and the last child with a balloon unpopped wins.
All right, all right.
And what's even better is we have two sponsors. The mayor of Marine City, Mr. Skatarczyk, and one of our commissioners, Lisa Hendricks, has both agreed to each purchase a brand new electric-powered vehicle for the winner of our two age categories.
Oh,
So,
well, that'll draw a lot of people,
Yes.
a lot of kids.
yes.
That's a great idea. And that's nice of the council person and or the commission person and the
It's
mayor
great
to get
to see
involved.
that,
Yeah.
the whole city is behind us.
Yeah, that's great.
So.
Okay. All right, keep going.
And to just with the planning and things like that, we're really focusing on our adopted events program.
What's an adopted events program?
Well, so many of the events that we have during Maritime Days, some of them are sponsored by Marine City Festival Incorporated, which is the organization that I'm in charge of that actually organizes Maritime Days itself. But there's so many events that we don't have the manpower, or and we're trying to bring the community together to put this all together. And so things like the classic car show,
Okay.
the motorcycle show, the children's parade, the rubber ducky race, and there's so many more. I'm forgetting most of them. Those are all put on by other businesses and organizations in the town. Some use it as a fundraiser for themselves. The Boy Scouts, this is their 23rd year, I believe, doing the fundraiser, or
The car show.
the car show, and it's
Yep.
their largest fundraiser throughout the year. So they have an opportunity to charge an entry fee. Some things you could do all weekend long, or it could just be a one-day event, a 2-hour event. Any of the eating contests, those things that's what makes a community a festival, a community festival. It brings new people, new ideas, new life to
Okay.
all the events we have going on. Some of them that we're looking for, because sometimes it's hard to think of different things. Well, we get a lot of feedback. So some of the things that we've heard that we would really like to bring into the festival are cardboard boat races.
Oh, that's cute.
Euchre, blackjack, Texas Hold'em, bingo. All of those things can be held just right downtown, and maybe there's different age groups that are definitely interested into that. Horseshoe tournaments, volleyball tournaments, karaoke contest.
So you got a lot of ideas, but you need people to run them.
We need run them. Yep.
And in a company or a group,
yes.
Knights of Columbus charity group can come in and take responsibility
Sports
for
teams.
one of them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's the adopt part.
That's adopted events. Yep.
Okay.
They're responsible for doing all the organization for it. They have got to put together a flyer, and but it's their event. They run it. I don't have anything to do with it. They just tell me when and where they're going to be, and we make a place for them.
Good.
So.
You've got a website, and Jared will throw that up for us here. Give us the address on that.
www.maritimedays.com.
That's a good-looking web page, and all the information you need is right there.
Yes.
And they can contact you through that page, or if they want to get in more information, they get a lot of answers, questions answered right from that, or just give you a call.
Yes.
What else we got?
I just want to thank our sponsors that we already have. Pleased to announce that we are for sure going to have fireworks thanks to DTE Energy. And we have quite a handful of wonderful sponsors that keep this going each year, and we're still looking for more. This year we have our named event options, I should say. We're looking for somebody to adopt a stage. The festival stage or the main stage. We run 2 stages for 3 days. There's quite a bit of activity, expense associated with that. So we'd like to find somebody who wants to help us bring in some more entertainment, to have exclusive naming rights to those stages. The festival stage is $2,500, and the main stage is $3,000.
Okay, well, that's a reasonable price.
Yes.
Because they're going to be seeing thousands of people see their name and address.
We'll have banners on the stage. We'll be announcing it all throughout the weekend. You know, these events are brought to you by.
Right. Yep. When is the parade? Sunday again?
Sunday's the parade. We're looking for a parade sponsor, so we can start to bring in some more paid units. We'd like to see the little cars and some more music. And so we're looking. You
probably will have a lot of politicians this year because it's a big election.
I'm hoping so, because they pay.
They pay, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be good.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing a great job, and I salute you and your husband for jumping in with 2 feet, 4 feet, 8 feet. You jumped in, 4 or 5 years. How many years is it now that you've been involved? 5?
I think we started in 2011, so it's probably our 5th year.
The community is very lucky to have you. So
it's so much fun.
Good.
And that's one of the things we're trying to stress is how much fun we have. And we're always doing research and development outings. In fact, we're going to go see one of the bands. We always research the people we have coming on our stage, and we have fun. We were in the bed races up in Port Huron.
Oh, well, good.
About a month ago. So we're always out there having fun, doing things with our family and our friends. So.
If you were going to do cardboard races, where would you have them? Along the Bell River?
Probably the beach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I hadn't thought of that, yeah. I just thought maybe there'd be too much current or waves out that way.
It's roped off. I think we could do it at the beach. If somebody wanted to do it in the Bell River, I probably wouldn't argue with them.
Okay.
I'd just be happy that they were doing it.
Right. Melissa Blanchard, you're a great person. You do great things.
Thank you so much.
So we will have you back throughout the now and the time of the beginning of Maritime Days many times, but keep up the good work. But we would urge people to contact Melissa at www.maritimedays.com. That's the address. That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next time, I'm Paul Dingeman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.